I want to apologise for not sharing my webcam. It's just to ensure that you can hear me as clearly as possible because the connection here in Thailand is not so strong. Okay, so my name's Lizzie, or short for Elizabeth. I'm 26 years old. I come from England. And next week I'll be moving to Hoi An in Vietnam, so I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, I would like everyone to introduce themselves to the rest of the class, and then in 30 seconds answer the following question. What do you think about your teachers? So please can we start with Cook?
Yes. Good afternoon, Missy Elizabeth, and good afternoon, everybody. It's nice to meet you. And I saw the question. I think teacher. Yes. I think teacher is a person who is respected by pupils, by students, and others. And I think she or he has good educational background as well as good qualification. And she or he holds good positions in society. Yes, that's all.
Great, thank you, Cook. Lovely to have you today, and thanks for your response. So let's hear from Hugh then, please.
Hello, teacher, everyone. My name is Hugh. I live in Đồng Nai province. I'm a student of the university in Ho Chi Minh City, and I'm ready to study with you today. Now I will answer your question. As you know, I'm a student, and almost my teacher are master or doctor, so they require us to study by ourselves, and they just give us the main content of the lesson, and they want us to read more books. If we have a question, we can list them and ask them the result.
Great, thank you. Brilliant, thank you. Yeah, and let's hear from Shukran, please.
Good afternoon, teacher, and good afternoon, everyone. Nice to meet you all. I will answer the question about my teacher. As a year I was 11, I'm lucky to have a teacher who has touched me the way I became an adult. She's the only person so awesome and incredibly nice. She has a warm heart when always care on students in class. As for me, she treats me well like a second mother, makes unforgettable memories in the past. But now I have no chance to meet her because she has gone abroad to settle in foreign country with her family. But I especially want to thank her for all things. Yes.
Great, wonderful. Thank you so much, and thank you for being with us today, Chuck. Lovely to have you. So let's hear from Kwan then, please.
Hello, teacher and everyone. My name is Wong. I'm 27 years old. I'm learning and studying in Ho Chi Minh City. My teachers, I think he has a good knowledge basis and have the modern teaching methodology. Not only about the measure, but also the personality. He's very patient for his student and make a good effort. Try to have the student everywhere, every time, as long as they get his lessons and apply for the practical life. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Wonderful, nice to have you. And two women, please.
Hello teacher, hello everyone. My name is Thương. I'm from Biên Hòa City, Đồng Nai province. So I already graduated from university 10 years ago. So I don't know so much about the teacher education right now. But in my opinion, the teacher now should have good knowledge, and they should focus on the relationship between student and the teacher, because in the traditional way, there was a big gap between the teacher and the student. So now they must to change. It should be closer with the student. Another thing is that the teacher not only focus on theory, they should focus to the practical also, because the practical or the experience very important right now. If you graduate from university without practical, you will have the difficulty to take part in a new company, or to convince the company hire you before you join the company. So that is my opinion.
Great, thank you, Dylan. And let's hear from Lan then.
Hi, teacher, and hi, everybody. My name is Lan. I'm living in Haiphong City, and I'm a teacher. Yes, it's a research job in the city, but in my memory, in my memory, and I look at the teachers who around me. They are very I think they are very they are very they are very hard. They are very hard. They are very hard to study the student, and they have certainly the teacher always are a library that we can get all the information from them, because they try their best to study harder, and always catch up with the new information and new methods and new technique to teach the student. So I think the teacher have the teachers have a broad knowledge, because of having lots of knowledge, they can teach all the students they can teach a lot of students who are very intelligent and very curious about all the subjects, all the information of the subjects. So I think the teachers are very precious,
That's great. Thank you, Lan. Wonderful to have you. So yeah, as Kop as well has also written on the chat page, and we would use the word strict instead of hard. So very strict teachers is a good way to say that. Thanks everyone for being here today. Let's start off then by watching an interesting video that we can relate to the topic, and afterwards we will answer a question about it. So now I'll play you the video.
What is the role of teacher? Just teach something? Or prepare students to life? In 21st century, everything has been developing rapidly, and people try to adapt this changing in a short time. As a teachers, we have to help our students to adapt this life. To do it effectively, we have to some skills. Adapter, communicator, learner, leader, collaborator, and risk-taker are the major skills that our 21st century teachers should have. In addition, finding easy and adaptable ways to catch the world, letting students to learn more things at the same time to be intellectual, know how to work with each other to teach work division, adapting the digital media resources to use in the lessons to gain attention, involving in long life learning period to not miss new inventions, are indispensable features of 21st century teachers. Shortly, if you want to prepare your students to the life, you should have all of these facilities. If not, you will be someone just teach something. Think about it.
Wonderful. So after watching that, I'd love to hear what you think. What are the roles of teachers that are listed in the video? So we'll start with Cook then, please.
Yes, I think the roles of teacher in the video, the situation of the role of the teacher in the video, the person in the radio speak very quickly, so I can keep up with something, but I think the teacher have an important role. They teach. They just teach something to students, and they prepare for student life, and they are adapter, a learner, and even a leader. Sometimes they are collaborator, and they have a lot of response to teach students. Yes, thank you for your listen.
Thank you for sharing. Brilliant. And let's hear what Hugh has to respond to that question. Hi, Hugh?
Yes. I think the video want us to know that the teacher and not only give us the knowledge and prepare for our life, but they also learn more and more to keep up with the development of the society, and they also learn how to adapt with the technical Sydney, the development of Sydney Core, and they have to interact with the students to help them understand the lesson. That's all.
Thank you, Hugh. Wonderful, really observative, great. And let's hear from Trip then, please.
Some roles of teachers that are listed in the video. I heard according to the video, as a teacher, we have to have the student adapt this life. We have some skills for the teacher that are adapter, communicator, learner, leader, risk taker, to prepare the students to the life. And moreover, the teacher learn new technical media resources to use in the lesson to help the student learn more knowledge. And the teacher finding easy and adaptable ways to cast the roles. That's all.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your opinion as well. And let's hear from Kwan then.
Yes, to me, the teacher in 21st century not only gives something about the measures in the class for their children, but also they need to prepare for their students for the lives in the future. The teachers should become leaders, collaborator, learners, adapter, and risk taker. The teacher need to find the easy way to adaptable the new situation in 21st century with their students in the methodology and some new knowledge. And they have to enrich their knowledge more and more at the same time they teaching their students. They have to keep up with the modern life to give their students a new information, a new knowledge, and they have to know how to work with their children well, to share their information and to share some private emotion for them. They need to use digital media resources for the teaching to boost the efficiency in teaching. That's all.
Wonderful, thank you. Yeah, would you say that word resources? Resources, as opposed to resources. Yeah, great. Well done. And Tuan then, please.
Hello, teacher. So,
Hi.
so the teacher right now is not only teaching, providing the knowledge to the student. They are also preparing for the student life. They will working as the adapter, because a lot of changes with the new technology. So the teacher should adapt with the changes and try to learn, try to research something new and adapt with that changes. And the teacher also is the communicator, because the communication between student and the student very important, and the student with the teacher also important. So the teacher should communicate effectively, and also the teacher is collaborator, because the coordination between each student also very important. They are not only working in individual, they have to know how to work in a group. And the teacher also is a leader, leading the team, leading the class, and driving the class by following the teacher guide. And the last one, the teacher should be a learner, because not only teaching the knowledge, the old knowledge that teacher know, they have to learn at the same time with the teaching. So that is all my opinion that I capture on the video. Yeah.
Brilliant, thank you, Tuan. Yeah, another way to say the old knowledge that the teacher already knows. We could say the teacher's prior knowledge. Okay, so the teacher's prior knowledge, meaning the knowledge that they already have. It's a good phrase. Thank you. And let's hear from Lan then, please.
I think the roles of the teachers are very important in the class, especially for the students. Because when we take part in the class, certainly we have to certainly we have sorry, I have an idea. So certainly when we take part in the class, certainly we can meet a lot of students and only a teacher. So I think a teacher play an important role in the class. He or she is a leader who can show the way. She play an important role to show the way how the student have to study, and she can give the sources that student have to study or take care of them, and but we don't. Yes, but we don't forget. We don't forget the student, because the student play an important role, more important role than the teacher, because the duty of the student is that we have to teach the student how to become a good student, and have many different how to be a good student in the life. So we have to focus on the student, and at that moment the teacher become a collaborator. After the teacher become after the teacher become a leader, they become a collaborator. It means that the teacher sit together with the student and communicate with them, and share the methods and share the technique to for them to practice speaking, practice doing the homework, and practice and solve some difficult thing when they meet. So I think it's very
yeah. Thank you, Lan. That's great, wonderful. Okay, well, we'll have to move on to the next slide. Everyone shared some lovely opinions then. I'd like to teach you some useful vocabulary that we can use in conversation once relate to the topic as well. So, crucial, facilitator, technical, evolve, amenity, and intervention. So I would like you guys to read those vocabularies aloud, and then choose one word to define and make a sentence using that word. For example, the crucial role of teachers cannot be overemphasized. So Cook then, please, could you read them out first?
Yes. Crucial, facilitator, technical, evolve, amenity, intervention.
Good. Could you repeat the word facilitator?
Facilitator.
Perfect. Now, would you like to choose one word to define?
Yes, I like to choose number 1, crucial.
Okay.
Yes, and I will make a sentence. Nobody can deny the crucial role of teacher in modern education.
Good. But could you give us a definition of it, please?
Yes, nobody can deny the crucial role of teacher in modern education.
Good. Lovely. Well done. So if we were to not make a sentence with that word, but just create a definition, okay, so what it means, how would you put that into a sentence?
I think crucial, it means vital or necessary.
Perfect. Well done. Thank you. And really great sentence as well. Thanks, Cook. Okay, so Hugh, could you read out the vocab, please?
Crucial, facilitator, technical, evolve, amenity, intervention.
Great. Could you repeat the word facilitator?
Facilitator,
Facilitator.
facilitator.
Good. And what word would you like to define today?
I choose the facilitator.
Okay.
Facilitator is a person responsible for leading or coordinating a work group.
Good. Well done. And could you put that into a sentence, please?
Thanks for the facilitator help our project were accomplished successfully.
Great. Well done. Okay, Chuck then, please.
Crucial, facilitator, technical, evolve, amenity, intervention.
Good. And one word to define.
I will choose the number 3, technical, to define this.
Okay. What does that mean?
Technical, I think that means characterizing or showing skill in specialized knowledge of applied art sciences.
Good. So showing skill in specialized areas such as the sciences. And could you put that into a sentence, please?
And I make the sentence, I had to join a technical training class when I was a student.
Perfect, well done. I had to, great, because it's the past. Okay, Quantum, please.
Crucial, facilitator, technical, involve, amenity, intervention.
Perfect. And a word to define.
I choose number 4, involve. I think involve is to develop gradually from simple to complicated.
Perfect. And into a sentence, please.
Teaching methodology. Teaching methodology is evolving nowadays.
Great, lovely. Really good. And a turn, please.
Hello, teacher. Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Crucial, facilitator, technical, evolve, amenity, intervention.
Great. And Tuan, could you repeat the word technical?
Technical.
Perfect. And what word would you like to define?
Intervention.
Okay.
Intervention is the engagement of something.
Great, well done. And would you like to put that into a sentence?
The intervention between the teacher and the student is very important for the modern education.
Lovely, thank you. And finally, Lan, could you read out the vocab?
Crucial, facilitator, technical,
Good.
evolve, amenity, intervention.
Good. And what does amenity mean?
Yes, I think number 5, amenity. I think that's amenity. It means a thing or a person that is made more comfortable and portable.
Great. And would you like to use it in a sentence for us?
I once idolized my house. I like my house to be I like my house to be more community.
Wonderful, great. Okay, guys, everyone seems to have understood the vocabulary really well. So now I would like to teach you some useful idioms and collocations. Be wearing your teacher's or your lawyer's hat. This is an idiom meaning to be acting as you do when you are working as a teacher, a lawyer, which may be different from the way you act in other situations, okay? And then the second one, collocation, is tackle somebody about something. So this is to speak to somebody about a problem or difficult situation. So I would like you guys to create a sentence using one of these given idioms. For example, we have here, I was wearing my teacher's hat at the meeting and I tackled him about the money he owed me. So could you create a sentence using either of this idiom or collocation, please?
Yes. I think I choose the idiom be wearing your teacher's or lawyer's hat. I make a sentence. He acted as if he was wearing his teacher in the class.
Perfect. That was a really good sentence. All the correct forms of tense. So well done. Hugh, then, please.
When I'm wearing my teacher hat. When I present my teacher present the lesson before last.
Well done. And Chuck, then, please.
I will choose the collocation tackle somebody about something, and my sentences is I tackled my teacher about the lesson last week.
Perfect. Kwon, then, please.
I should be wearing your teacher's or lawyer hat. Trying to be wearing my teacher hat, my teacher's hat, helped me to get some experience about her job.
Really good. So instead of saying trying to wearing, we would say trying to wear. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. And two in them, please.
So I should tackle somebody about something.
Okay.
He was doing a mistake, so don't tackle him about this.
Really good. We could say making a mistake might sound even better, but really good sentence. And Lan then, please.
I always take my college about how to teach the spoiled students.
Really good. Okay, great, guys. And now I would like to have a look at a useful structure that we can use in conversation, which we will move on to in the next slide. So an example of a sentence using this structure is, it's time for teachers to become experts in different teaching methods. Okay, so it's time for someone to do something. I would like you guys to create your own sentence in the form of that structure. So could you go first again, please?
Yes. I think it's time for me to practice speaking English with TOPICA Native.
Great, well done, thank you. And Hugh then, please.
It's time for me to make a great effort on my studying.
Perfect. And please.
Time for the student to prepare certain skills for finding a good job in the future.
Really good. And Quan, please.
It's a time for students. Time for students to work harder to gain to enrich their knowledge nowadays.
Lovely. And Tuan, please.
We have done a good job. It's time for us to celebrate our success.
Lovely. And Lan then, please.
It's time for us to go out. If you don't want mix, if you don't want mix, it's the bus.
Lovely. Okay. So now I would like to move on to you guys speaking and practicing your English with each other. So in pairs, you're going to discuss the role of teachers in modern education. So please just stick to 180 seconds because I want to make sure that every student gets a chance to speak today, okay? So just 180 seconds each. And we can refer to the suggestions if you need help or what to talk about. So Cook and Hugh, could you have a discussion about the role of teachers in modern education with each other, please?
Yes. Good afternoon, girls.
Hello, Cook. As you know now, you first. You first.
Could you please speak louder?
You first.
Yes. I think now. Do you think the teacher have an important crucial role in modern education?
Yes. As you know, when everything is developing so fast, and The role of teacher are also more important than ever, because they not only teacher, but because they can give the student more about the information of life, and they not only a teacher but also an expert in teaching methods. They help the student learn new techniques and help them keep up with the development of our country. They also help students adapt to a modern life and find the best way to teach and guide students.
Yes, that's exactly what I think. And in addition to this, I think teacher have good have good background knowledge and good qualification to teach students, and they have good look to attract students, because if students like their teacher, they will study they will study hard.
Great, thank you so much, guys. I'm going to have to pause you there so that everyone gets a chance to speak before the lesson's up. Great conversation. Let's hear from Chuk and Kwan then, please.
Hello?
Nice to meet you.
Yes, me too.
Yes. What is your opinion about the role of teachers in modern education?
I think there are some difference from the teacher in the past and the teacher in the modern life. Teacher is not teaching knowledge, but they have also in exploring teaching method. They have to give up the traditional method when the teacher is just only read about the information and explain for the student, and student have no idea, have no time to discuss with the student, and they have to learn about the new techniques. They have apply some modern technique in teaching. They have to know how to use iPad, computer, email to send some assignment to the student when they get home, and don't need to meet them so much in the traditional way. And now give them some useful information. They have to with their experience, they need to adjust the content of the lesson to adapt the modern life, so the student when graduate from the school don't feel embarrassed for the modern life, and they can start to the job immediately. They have to choose the best way to teach and guide students, because there are different personality from the student, and with each individual characteristic, they have the best way. Which one is negative, they have another method, and the one who is silent a bit, they have a different method. And how about you?
Yes, I'm agree with you about the world change day by day, as you know, and institutional mental education, of course. And nowadays, being a teacher does not mean only being a helper of getting education, but also being creative and highly talented guide, which helps a student in own way of studying. My opinion is that teachers should pay more attention to new method of teaching, as you know what will make the students studying more enjoyable, and as well as adapt to modern life by learning from practical stories around the world. And I think a good teacher needs to be open-minded and willing to accept new methods of teaching, because these methods keep getting updated every day. And
Great.
the
Thank you, guys. Yeah, we have to pause you there as well. Thank you so much for a lovely conversation again. Let's hear finally then from Tuan and Lan, please.
Okay, I think.
Hello, Lan.
Yes. And,
Hello. Okay, okay. You can say.
yes, let's first. I think the role of the role of teaching in modern education is very important, because they are not only a teacher but also an expert in teaching matters. A teacher can give many different methods to teach the student, and the student can easily keep up with all the information that always changing, and that they are always changing, and I think that if a person wants to be a teacher, certainly they have to certainly they have enough well education before being a teacher, and then they have to train how to learn and how to teach the student. And the second, I think the teacher learns new technique to teach the student, so they help the student adapted to modern life. And I think the teacher maybe become a friend. We shouldn't focus on how to student learn and how to teacher teach, and we always pay attention on the emotion, the feeling, and what the student like, or what the student want. So if the teacher can understand what the student what the student feel and know, they can teach them.
Okay, I totally agree with you. For my opinion, for the teacher role right now, they are not teaching about the knowledge. They have to provide the students some necessary skill, like problem solving skill, how to work in a group, how to communicate effectively, and another one is help students how to adapt with new environment. When they are in school, everything is okay with them, but after they graduate from school, they have to work in a new environment, but they don't know how to adapt with new environment. That is the problem. So the adaptability is very important for the student. So they are my opinion for the teacher role right now.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much, everyone, for some really in-depth, wonderful conversations and lesson in general. I'd like to give you some feedback then before we finish. So, Kwan, your pronunciation is great. Just practice the word resources. Apart from that, I just made note that your pronunciation is pretty much perfect. So 9 out of 10. Your vocab was 8 out of 10 and your grammar was 9. Just trying to wear instead of wearing my teacher's hat. And making a mistake might sound better than doing a mistake, but both are fine. Your pronunciation was 8 out of 10. Well done. Just practice the words facilitator and necessary. Your vocab and grammar were both 8 as well today, so we're really well done. Your pronunciation and your vocabulary were both 9 out of 10, and your grammar was 8. No mistakes, well done. Here you could practice the pronunciation of facilitator. I'm going to give you 8 for your pronunciation, but 9 for your vocab and 8 for your grammar. Well done. Lan, your pronunciation is lovely. Just practice the word because and collaborator. Okay, so 7 out of 10 for pronunciation, but 9 for vocabulary. Just use the word strict instead of hard for teachers. And we say teach the students, not study the students. So 8 out of 10 for your grammar today. And finally, Tuan, you had 9 for your pronunciation, 8 out of 10 for vocabulary. And with grammar, it might sound better to say adapt to the changes as opposed to with the changes. And you could use the phrase teachers' prior knowledge. So 8 out of 10 for grammar for you. Everyone did really well. So I'm going to wrap up the lesson then before we have any questions. So we've hopefully gained some vocab related to teachers' roles, some idioms and collocations, a sentence structure, and had lovely discussions about teachers' roles. Your homework is to take note of what you need to improve, to search for related lessons in the course browser, take those lessons, and also there's recommended reading for those of you who wish to do it. So I'd like to ask you, do you have any final questions for me?
Okay. Thank you so much for a good time today. So
Great.
I hope that I can see you around.
Yeah, so do I. Thank you, Tuan, and have a lovely rest of your afternoon, guys. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
goodbye,
Thanks for the
teacher.
great
Goodbye,
lesson.
everyone.
Bye.
Mang máy tôi đi đâu á? Làm khổ thế, mẹ mới hiểu xong rồi anh dám tiếp hả? Nhìn nhá, cái này người ta gọi là một bản đồ tư duy. Nhìn các nhánh của nó chưa? Cái chính là mình đặt ở giữa. Ví dụ chủ đề chính của mình hôm nay ở giữa nó là thì, hiện tại, tiếp diễn. Mình ghi là hiện tại tiếp diễn. Nhưng cháu nhìn thấy, nhìn thấy ở đây nó có những cái gì nói bác nghe nào?